Welcome to qualifying here at the Shanghai.
Hello everyone, this is Rare Puncture, and we're back with F1 2015. This is race number 3, the Chinese Grand Prix, and we're getting ready for qualifying 1. It's a little overcast.
Many people would never have thought Fernando would go back to McLaren after the volatile year he spent there in 2007. But back he is, and he'll
There's Lewis Hamilton. Our game hates Lewis Hamilton, apparently. So we'll take a look at our setup. Aero, suspensions, tires, pressures, balance, change our fuel. And here we go with the qualifying 1. Going a little wide. Got a little warning, but the lap counts anyway.
And the big shock of today's qualifying is that Lewis Hamilton has been unable to get into Q2. That means he's going to start near the back of the grid for tomorrow's race. So we can expect some early overtaking moves from the British driver.
Yep, our game still hates Lewis Hamilton, even though he's number 1. They think he didn't make it to qualifying 2, which is lovely. Our teammate actually made it into qualifying 2 as well. Fernando Alonso. Just barely. Well, here we go with qualifying 2.
Well, that's certainly not the qualifying performance that Lewis Hamilton would have wanted. Not making it through to the top 10 shootout. If he can make up some places tomorrow, he might still be able to finish with a good result.
Yep. Our announcer's hating on Lewis Hamilton again. But we made it into Q3. We were 5th. But our teammate didn't make it this time, and he ended up in P15. So here we go with our qualifying 3 lap. China is not one of my favorite tracks. It's I don't like the first few turns here. And kind of the middle part I don't really like that much either. So this is our best track. And our first 2 races so far, we haven't had the results that we've been looking for. We've been qualifying well, but we just haven't been doing all that well in the races. But hopefully we're getting a pretty decent qualifying spot. We're going a little wide there. But we'll just try to keep it on the track tomorrow. Although this long straight here is kind of interesting. But the McLaren isn't all that fast, so. Going up to the end here. We're happy with it. Our engineers giving us the okay as well.
Today was Nico Rosberg's day after a frantic final few minutes in qualifying. It was he who came out on top.
They're going to be unstoppable in the race tomorrow. That's if they can stay 1-2 by the end of the first corner, as there are some fast starters behind them.
Well, Nico Rosberg's on pole. We ended up in 7th. That was about the best that we could do. So we'll go to the race.
You didn't have to push all that hard in doing so. Talk about being full of confidence.
All right, we'll go to our tire strategy. Starting on the options, making a couple stops Yep. Making stop for options and then stop for prime tires. Supposed to come in on lap 17 or 18, and then on lap 34 or 35. But we'll see if the tires make it that long. The lights are out. We spun our wheels big time and got a horrible start. We've already lost a spot. We're going, and yes, we're giving them a little bump there. We're getting bumped all around here. It's like a pinball. We're going up in the middle through the Force India and the Toro Rosso, and we maintained 8th. And we locked it up there, but we made a mini dive and got past the Force India. Back up in the 7th where our original starting spot, so that's not too bad considering the start we made. We're kind of creeping up to Massa here. Oh, we've already caught up to the back of the first 6 cars here. Our tires are a little warm. Massa's going by, it looks like Grosjean. We're thinking about it too here. We're kind of going too wide here. But we didn't get a good exit there, so as we had the inside going a little wide. But that's the first lap. Going into the first corner here. And there's Grosjean. He's going pretty slowly. We gave him a little push out of the way. Moved up into 6th. So we're going to move ahead to later in the lap. To beginning lap 3. And Grosjean, it looks like he's going to go on the inside here. He's going a little faster this time. And we lost the position to him, so we're back down in the 7th. But later in lap 3, we've been all over Grosjean. So we should get the DRS, and we do. We're pulling him in, and we're going on the inside. Kind of blocking him off there. Moving back up in the 6th. We move ahead here to beginning of lap 7. Ricardo's got by Grosjean, it looks like. And now he's going to go. He gave us a little bump out of the way there. So we're back down in the 7th again. But later in lap 7, we're trying to catch back up to Ricardo here. He's way down there though. And Grosjean's going by us like we're not even there. Now we're down in 8th. But then on lap 8, we've been keeping up with Grosjean. Our DRS is broken, but that's not stopping us. We go on the inside. Our hand goes up in frustration, but we take back 7th. And we move ahead to the lap 16. Our tires are done, so we're going to come in a lap early here. the tire wear was a little high, but we were only a lap short of where our window was, so it's not too bad. So we were one of the first cars that come in. Looks like we're coming out in P14. But in the next lap, looks like there are a bunch of cars that are in. And we're up to 11th, although Perez is right there. And he's kind of going a little slow, so we're going inside of him and up to 10th now. And in the next lap, there's one more car, looks like Verstappen. So we're back up into P9. So it looks like we lost some spots in the pit stops there. And we're catching up with our teammate on lap 20. Looks like he started on the prime tires, so he's still out there. And the team is telling him is not really telling him to get out of our way. So we had to go up the inside of him. But he's still battling us for that position. We're side by side. Going to the final corner. But we kind of forced our way through there. But he has the DRS on us. And he's thinking about going on the outside of us, but our tires are too new and we had a little bit too much speed for him. And on lap 23, it looks like there's a Red Bull that looks like Kvyat. He's going like really slowly. So let's take a look at what happened to him. Oh, he had a puncture. He had a puncture, and it looks like he got spun out after that. So we're going to move ahead to lap 31, as not a whole lot happened after that. Our friend Felipe Nasser now going around us. We got blue flags. We're going 3 wide. We're locking it up. We went way too deep. That's allowed Nasser to go by. We're having a rough time keeping it on the track. And now the Marussia hit us as we clearly were well into that corner, well before him. So we're now in a P9 again. And in lap 33, our tires are super dead. And Grosjean should be coming by. There he goes. We're locking. And Grosjean's going by us for, now we're down P10. But our tires are well done now, so we're going to come in and put the primes on. See what kind of pit stop we get from McLaren. That's decent. So it looks like we're going to be back in P14 again. Moving into lap 39. There's a big line of cars. We caught it back up with Grosjean. We're going to go up the inside of it and get back up to P13. Then at the end of the lap, looks like a bunch of cars are coming in. And now back We're back up at 9th. Moving into lap 43. Grosjean is still there. Right there. We took a little bit too long to look behind us and went up into the grass. And Grosjean went by us easily. But we're going to try to outbrake him. Go on the outside. Rammed into the back of the side of him. And lost the position. But on lap 44, we're all over Grosjean's gearbox. We got the DRS. We're pulling him in. Go up the inside. A small lock on the front right. But we moved ourselves back up in the 9th. And now we're coming up to lap 55 here, as not a whole lot happened after that. Nico Rosberg's won the Chinese Grand Prix. This was definitely kind of a fun race. We were battling with the Lotus of Grosjean and some other cars for a while there. But it looks like we're going to maintain our 9th place here, which will be our first points of the season. The final corner, just keeping it on the track, and there we go. Two points for the cause. We're not super thrilled about it, but points are points.
No one could compete with the Mercedes today as they take home another race win.
So that was the Chinese Grand Prix of my F1 2015 Jenson Button career mode. If you like this, give us a like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again. Goodbye.